Hello.
Hi.
First of all, thank you very much for quite a wonderful and engaging performance. The last time you were here, you were performing as a solo artist with hiding behind a guitar.
Yeah.
And since then, you've evolved into being a frontwoman of an entire band. How have you managed to transition into not having a guitar to hold?
Well, first of all, we started at uni last September, and we had to get a band together, and I knew I really wanted a band behind me. So I had Will kind of take over the rhythm guitar, and I just had to throw myself in the deep end and just not play guitar. Even though it felt really foreign to me, I had to do it. And now here we are, and we've got Josh playing rhythm guitar, so I can stand completely away from it, but it was difficult. But yeah.
So it's quite liberating for you now, so you're a bit freer to explore the stage a bit more. Is it not a little bit daunting not having that instrument on you?
It can be, but I really, really like performing, so I just kind of go for it.
So now you've got a whole backing band with you.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of vetting process did you go through to get these guys to join you? Did you know them beforehand? Did you audition for them to join you?
So when we started at uni, everyone just sort of grabbed whoever they could.
Right.
And I kind of did as well. And Will was actually the first person there. And since then, we've kind of had people come and go. And, now we've got Joe on bass and Greg on keys. And we just kind of kept going with it. And Josh is actually our newest member. So we're still adding to the band, which I think is really cool.
Has it so from being a solo artist now to being in front of a band, has that changed your writing process at all?
Not really, because I tend to write by myself anyway, and I just bring the songs to the band and then they put their own spin on it. I have started co-writing. I'm not good at co-writing, but the first one I did was with Will, and that was the first song that we opened with, Kiss. So yeah.
And you spoke briefly about some of your influences. Now, you've probably been asked 100 times or more about your country influences, but I'd like to hear are there any UK-based female performers that you hold on a pedestal that have influenced you?
Does it have to be like country music or just in general?
No, outside the genre.
Oh, okay. There are, but they're not coming to me straight away. I really like Ward Thomas, actually. They are country, but they're two young women, and they're really, really good, and I love their songwriting.
There seems to be quite a good country scene, even if it is a US-based genre.
Mm-hmm.
So the UK has quite a good country scene. When you're songwriting, are you aware of that maybe there are some idiosyncrasies of UK traditions and ways of saying things that either may or not translate very well to a US audience? Do you keep that in mind when you're writing?
I do a little bit. Like, I don't... I kind of just write what comes to my mind anyway, and I try not to change it because, going over to America over the past few years, people still respond nicely to my songs.
I think a comment from me on that would be, if there are any, it would seem quite niche and either intentionally or unintentionally quite endearing, and would go down quite well. So you've got quite a busy few months ahead of you. You've been recording, not in this country though. Tell us more about that. You said earlier on that you recorded in the US. How did that come about?
So the first time I recorded over there was when I was 16, and my mum and dad, we had been doing a lot of research about recording studios because we really wanted to just get a Nashville sound. And so we came across this place called Beard Music Group, and we recorded my first song there. And then the next year we did it again, and then the next year we've done it again. So that's kind of how that's come about, but it's really cool.
Does it really make a big difference on the sound of your recording by going over there? I suppose, in terms of how you feel personally and you're taking in the atmosphere. But does that come across that differently compared to if you were recording in this country?
It does, quite a bit. I mean, they have a Nashville sound over there that you can't mimic anywhere else. But what I love about recording in Britain is the fact that everything kind of has a bit of an edge to it. Yeah. So when it comes to things like backup, like the last song that we played, I really wanted to record that here because I wanted there to be more of a edginess to it and more of a rock vibe to it, which they might have done differently in Nashville.
One of the other things that you do quite well as well is your music videos. And we're at a time now where it's quite essential for any act to have a music video. No matter where you are in your career, you need to have a visual. Are you involved in the creative process of getting that put together, or do you outsource that completely?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the first time I ever did a music video was last year, and it was when we had just come from Nashville, and we went to Memphis, so we kind of did a bit of a road trip. And we know people in Memphis. We've been back there for a few years now, so we've kind of got to know people over there. And this guy, Brad, he just popped up and he said, yeah, I really want to record like a music video for you. So we did that then, and that was terrifying because it was in the middle of Beale Street, and you know, that's the place to go, and it was a Saturday night. And that was sort of jumping into the deep end there. And then we went back obviously this year, and I kind of wanted more of a storyline to my music videos. So yeah, I'm very much involved in it. I just write storyboards out.
So you do the storyboard. Are you aware of the kind of visual that you'll want when you're writing a song? Do you start now to think about, okay, if I did a video for this song, this is what I'd like it to be? So do you start at the grassroots when you're even putting a song together?
I don't immediately, but sometimes songs like Jessica, which I performed acoustically, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, and it just kind of comes through. The more I play it, the more ideas I have for it.
And I take it everybody can find Nia Nicholls Band on all the socials?
Yes, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Twitter, you name it. I'm on everything, and it's just Nia Nicholls as well.
Okay, and you've got any recorded material that people can find on platforms anywhere?
Yeah, so if you go onto Spotify, I have 3 singles out on there at the moment, and also on YouTube, I have a couple music videos there as well. So.
Excellent, thank you very much. And thank you very much, guys. You all look like you're highly enjoying yourselves as well. So, like our page, this is Soundcheck on Visual Radio Arts. Go to the Visual Radio Arts Facebook page. Now, if you go to the shop now on Visual Radio Arts, you can donate money. Give us £1 million so we can do this forever. And the next show that we've got is on the 9th of November. We've got Strange Folk. So, like our page, share the video. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again.